Yo, what is up, guys? It's me back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about all that's been going on with Intel recently. So, this just happened a couple hours ago, and by the way, this is my third video in 2 days, I believe, which is kind of nice. Although the second video was just a clip of the first one. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's just get right into the video. And by the way, the gameplay you see on the screen is just a random Bedwars game that I recorded earlier today. So yeah, nothing special, and it's definitely not what to focus on for the vid. And I hope you enjoy. And if you did, please consider subscribing because only 2.7% of my viewers are actually subscribed, and therefore you should subscribe because yes, that's what all YouTubers are obliged to say, and therefore I say it too. All right, see you in the video. So Intel wrote a Google Doc about documenting like some of the stuff, and I highly recommend you read that for background knowledge before you come back to this video. So I'll link it in the description, and yeah, maybe pause the video and come back to it when you're finished, I guess. I don't know. So basically that after he tweeted the link of this doc, he basically said that he was really overwhelmed, and I mean, obviously anyone would be with all this stuff going on. And then he said that like how exposing his private life as a public figure was something that he never wanted to do, but yeah. And then after this, he made some tweets going more in depth into the kind of stuff that I would rather not explain. So if you would like to see what he said, you can just go onto his Twitter. You can just like Google it, until Edit's Twitter or anything. You can just Google that kind of stuff. I don't really want to explain that kind of stuff. I don't think anyone would, like in depth, but yeah, I'll leave that decision up to you. And then after that, he said that pretty much in the bottom tweet, I'm going to cover that one first because that's technically in the order of when he said that he was really sorry and blah, 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 the usual YouTuber apology cliche, that kind of stuff. And then in the top tweet, he denies that he was, well, to put it nicely, a predator, I guess, because that is the use of that word is what pretty much has caused the downfall of a lot of other Minecraft YouTubers like Dahamid, Archie Botany, infamously from Badline Client, and recently Avery, who's also a PvP YouTuber, kind of like Intel, but because the reason he had to like clarify that it was not that, even though I think it technically was because he was over 18, and she wasn't. But I mean, that's my current understanding of the situation. I could be wrong, but he felt the need to deny that because the use of that word and people putting him under that category is what caused the downfall of a lot of other Minecraft YouTubers, and he knows that if he's associated with that word and that kind of person, that his channel will also suffer the consequences of him being labeled as one of that. Yeah. And then his final tweet before he was supposedly, that's what he said, going to sleep, which in all honesty is probably true, but he said that he would not be dating anymore, and he also said that it was completely fine if he didn't forgive me, and that he actually wasn't asking for that, although I'm like literally 99% sure he was, and he's just trying to clear things up. But he has to say that just so it doesn't sound like he's trying to, yeah. And yeah, that's what the current situation is at right now. I cover most of it, and if you want to see where I got this stuff from, you can just go check his Twitter. You can just, as I said earlier, just go Google Intel at his Twitter, and then you can also, he said that he would update that document, that Google document that he made, so it's public to anyone if you just click on the link, so you don't have to have like a Google account to view it. I don't think, at least. So and it's set so that anyone can view it anonymously. So yeah, my best bet is that if you want any updates, you can go check that. And yeah, this video was definitely out of the ordinary and not my usual content, but I felt that maybe some people wanted to know and that there wasn't a video about it yet. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. And these are generally not the kinds of videos that I make, and I usually make Bedwars content, PvP content, bot clutch content, most that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe. And yeah, and if you're wondering, before I go, actually, if you're wondering from my perspective on the situation, I'm gonna say I'm neutral. so my actual opinion doesn't get canceled if I get famous. Just joking, but I really am pretty neutral on this. I disapprove of both sides of what they did, and yeah. But I hope Eli's channel doesn't get like canceled, like absolutely just destroyed, like Avery's, or just like I hope he doesn't stop posting because of this. Because outside of this, I think his content is really enjoyable, informative, like with his combo tutorials and stuff. So yeah, I hope he doesn't stop YouTube just because of this. He should definitely stop what he's doing, like what he did at least, because he's not doing it anymore. But like he said, he stopped a lot, like many months ago. But yeah, I hope he stops doing what he did and just continues to make good Minecraft content, because his Minecraft content is pretty enjoyable. Like Avery, he'd like completely deleted his channel into Tenebris. Like his channel just got like abandoned because he said he quote unquote had to focus on college and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see ya.